July 28th, 2016, and I'm on West Nose Creek at the Creekside planting site. Last year we planted this section of the West Nose Creek, and a second planting was done on part of it as well this year. And I'm here to inspect some of the plants from both years, and I'll be checking out a site right below the hill here. And then down close to that mall, and then I'll inspect another site just down across the field there. But I can already see willows from last year are growing really well along this stretch. You can see some right along the water's edge there. This area was planted this year right up around the bend up to the next overpass, and so it's a rather large planting site. We'll go down over the hill here and have a look. This plant right here is from this year's planting, and this one right here is from last year. Here's another plant from this year's planting. And that guy right there is from last year. You can see the top of the cutting, it's kind of covered with grass. That's a narrow leaf sandbar willow. That's Salix exiga. It's got the narrow leaves on it. You can see the top of the cutting. That was from this year. And that's from last year. You can see the muskrats have been feeding on the tips of some of these plants. And that one's last year. And this one right here is last year's plant. And looks like this site is doing really well. And you've got some on the other side. There's one right there. And one right there. Well, anyway, I'll go down and have a look at some other parts of this planting site. I'm in the middle section of Creekside, and if you look along the water's edge there, you'll see willows that were planted last year. And they're doing very well. So I'll go down and do the bottom section and see how it's doing. I'm on the lower inspection site, and you can see willows growing along the edge of the creek here. These are from last year. There are a few that have been planted in some of the spaces this year, but they're a little harder to find. Anyway, the willow crop on Creekside on West Nose Creek is doing very well, and I look forward to coming back and doing some video another 5 years down the road. This is all part of the Bow Valley Riparian Recovery and Enhancement Program, and this is the 4th year. So we'll just continue planting, and hopefully we can transform some of these stream banks to a more natural